Yo, what up, everybody? It's the Kash Show with Zero Boy Productions and Don Cook Media. Look, today I have another guest and friend of mine. He goes by the name of RapTrap, but I'm gonna let him break down who RapTrap is to y'all. What's up, brother?
Yay!
How you doing?
Yay! How you doing, man? Man, I'm RapTrap, and it's been a journey for me, man. How my life turned out to be, from where I came from, born in the Nixon Garden Projects, to a king and a queen, Beatrice and Chocolate, two legends in the projects, And as a kid, we started out as everybody else, just in the projects, trying to figure out my way, trying to find my way. And as I tried to find my way, things was transpiring along the way and hurdles, and not knowing, really having no guidance like that. Even though I grew up in my family home, and on both sides of my family, my dad's side, my mom's side, I got to hang with everybody. So that's why I'm so family oriented.
Yeah.
That was beautiful as hell, So on that road, getting older, gang banging and all that little type of stuff that was going on in the environment, I became a part of it, But then, as I got older and making the transition, like everybody, I was caught up in my own mind, not knowing which direction I was gonna go. So I followed the masses, And as I followed the madness, I got into trouble, gang banging, selling drugs, and went to jail. Didn't learn my lesson, but I learned how to read and write. You know what I'm talking about? And as I learned how to read and write, that's when I started thinking for myself. Like, do I want to live in this life for the rest of my life? Live like this? Constantly going back to jail. It was a thought. Got out, got back on the same thing, went back fast as hell. On the little robbery, which was cool. Because I elevated in that, I really picked up the book.
Quick question. So, do you remember it being a time, was it more important for you to fit in, or was it more important for you to listen to what your parents say? You get what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you didn't have parents, or a mother, let's say, who told you, hey, go out there and commit crimes and go to jail, right?
Right.
So this is something outside of, mama did her best, the streets did the rest type of situation.
Oh,
so mom couldn't control everything. So when you go outside, you kind of like, hey, now I wonder what's that feeling when you come outside? What is it that makes you say, hey, I'm finna take a risk? And, what was it?
I think it was just the thrill being around everybody just doing wild shit, because we didn't have nobody to control us to tell us what to do. That was the thrill, and being able to hang around the homegirls and party. Like, it wasn't really the streets that took me, because we already from the environment. You know what I'm saying? We from our mama and our daddy, so they lived that, so we lived the same life as them. I just think it was the thrill. You know what I mean? Because I wasn't a thinker like that. I just followed, but I wasn't a follower. I knew it was wrong and right. You know what I mean? I made decisions off of that, but it was just the thrill of it.
All right, so at what point did you come to a recognition that I want to change?
I really want to change my last time in prison when they gave me 8 years.
Was that the longest time?
Yeah, that was the longest time I did. That was just recently. I actually got to sit down with myself. You know what I mean? And that's when I took my poetry serious, because I remember when it was just, my first prayer to God was, I prayed to God to be a poet, because I heard the word, but I couldn't even read or spell. You know what I mean? That was by choice. It ain't like my mama didn't make me go to school and I sat down in class and I just didn't pay attention. That was my fault. But not knowing something was going to open up to me one day, being in the motherfucking drug spot. You know what I mean? And we selling drugs, doing, what we doing. But they speaking with intellect. I ain't even have intellect at the time, being honest. And I heard the word poetry. I have never heard that word before in my life. But my heart glowed. I'm like, you know what I mean? When the church got baptized, and my first prayer was to God was.
And this was in prison?
No, this was before the prison.
Oh, I got you.
And then that's when I hit prison. You know what I mean? Just prison after prison after prison. After I got that tingling feeling in my chest. And the last time, the 8 years, it was different. I got to home in on my skills. I got to read books. I learned dialogue. You know what I mean? I really learned how to read and comprehend, something I didn't know how to do.
So, what is some of your inspiration? Like, who inspired you? Like, what inspires you? Like,
shit, it was Trump Tight back in the days in the projects. Maximo, Daddy Roll, William, who else? J Rock, and Killer Twan and Monk, JJ. They was on fire. I wasn't even doing music. I ain't gonna even lie. I was just sitting back in the cut watching like, damn, man, I was 19, picked up the pen. I felt it because they was hard. JJ and them was hard. And Trump Tight them, they was just all on a different level. So they was my inspiration. Shit, that's why I seen it, especially Daddy Bro. Woo! This kid,
What was your favorite boy?
Daddy Bro. Well, I'm hot. Hotter like the hummus, man. I'll send you to the promise, man. Take that and use it. I just remember, I was like, ooh. You know what I mean? I remember I asked him too. I'm like, hey, Dro, teach me how to rap. He's like, man, I'm going to teach you how to rap. You just got to say what you feel. Say, be you. And then since then, it was on. But I emulated Maximo a lot, though. Because that's what he raised me in the game. You know what I mean? Shout out to my boy Maximo, straight up on everything. He put life in me, you know what I mean? And then from there on, I just took everything in my own hands and I'm inspired by people like you. When I see y'all, I know you heavy. I'm inspired when I see everything that you got going on. I'll be inspired by other homies in the hood, Gigi and them, doing their thing. Shouts out to Gigi and them, you know what I mean? And I'm inspired. Like, I gotta go. I gotta go put in work. I gotta make something happen.
Right.
Most of them all putting in work. I gotta make something happen. Put my records out. You know what I mean? It's not a competition, but you know what I mean. We all trying to be heard. You know what I'm saying? And that's my thing. And shout out to TD for giving us shots to get on those stages because I love being in front of crowds.
Right.
That's my thing. That's why I get all the little moves and get to going crazy. Yeah. They don't understand it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And my moves ain't for me. It ain't for nobody to understand. Right. That's my Holy Ghost. Right. That's something God gave me. It's not to mess with nobody's brain and make him feel dysfunctional. It's just me. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just RapTrap. You know what I mean? The person that loves everybody.
What are your top 5 songs of yours that you would recommend people go out and listen to? Top 5.
I'm here. Don't lie to me. Down, down, baby. I'm proud of you. That proud of you should have been number one, really. That thing.
No, I was gonna say something.
Yeah, that thing right there. That's spicy. And Role Model. That's
why.
Role Model is kind of like Proud of You. They run first. I'm telling people how life is and telling the youth which way to go and which way not to go. Don't follow bad energy. Be your own person. That's what the whole Role Model album is about.
Role model.
Yeah, but the first song on there is Role Model, and it's like I'm trying to tell the kids like everything that you listen to. I'm here. I'll be here if you need me. I'm so full of love and energy. I give it out to everybody and just not my piece. Not a liar, not a thief. Keep that on my heartbeat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel you.
Like, I want you to feel where I'm coming from because that's important that you feel me.
Like, if you would have had like a Jamaican accent, you'll be like, that sounds some Jamaican. Like, like they really...
Because, I switch my styles too. Yeah. I don't like to keep nothing the same. That's why I listen to R&B a lot, because R&B got different sounds and different singers, and so I implement that in my music for sure.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? Like now, I was just RapTrap at first. I was the person that was just passionate. Right. Now I'm a rap singer. Right. People don't even know what that is. It's me. Like I'm making my own. There's some people out there that rap and sing. You know what I mean? But I'm saying, But I'm saying for me, I'm different. You know what I mean? I'm really, that hand that God gave me is like when you hear me.
What's that real, like, what is that distinguished difference? If you could say, what sets you apart from everybody else?
I really wear my feelings on my sleeve. I only give you my life story and what I'm going through. Sometimes at the time, you probably won't even think I'm going through it at the time. Yeah. But I'm going through it and
I'm giving you me.
Mm-hmm.
Each time I get on this mic, I'm giving you me. It ain't him, it ain't them creating some story for me. I'm giving you me every time.
Word, and how I feel about whatever situation I might be in, or you know what I'm saying. I might be window watching a little bit, like damn, and I put that in the story to let you know. Sometimes window watching is cool, right? Because you can see the wrongs and rights if you can use your brain. You know what I mean? So I'm good at that. I'm graphic. I mean, and that's important to be graphic. And as you learn to grow as a person, I think you should find your spirit. And when I say find your spirit, I believe in prayer, because what I pray for, I always receive. That's how you see I got this gift. I would tell you, make sure you pay attention to the road ahead of you, because it has signs. You know, that's important to follow signs. It's going to lead you to positivity or negativity.
Right.
You know what I mean? And humans, we carry energy. So believe in your energy that you're going to make the right decision.
Right.
So, like I said, just find yourself first.
Right.
Don't find yourself in other human beings, because you're going to be all around the place.
Yeah.
You're going to be lost.
Yeah, know yourself.
Yeah, just once you know you.
I think that's people's biggest fear too. I think like most people got like identity crises.
Most definitely.
So they don't know who they are or who they would be if they would actually like get outside of the negative image that they are. Because that's what people validate in the community. In our community, they like, oh yeah, Uti was a murderer. That my man, he's knocking shit out of the bully. Like, the ignorance, right? Mm-hmm. So what a person gonna do if you say, oh, he's the cool guy because he's ignorant? He gonna want to remain cool, right? So he's gonna continue to be ignorant. I just want to thank you for coming through, brother.
Yeah.
And I thank you for being the type of artist who can remain themselves, because sometimes, like you said, when you try to find yourself in the other people, it kind of, So we have to learn how to remain us and know who we are from the beginning. And I think that's what kind of separate the people who are like lost from the people who are like at least probably still kind of lost, but we trying to get out of there. We trying to climb out the hole versus the people like we stuck here. You get what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
Yeah, so I appreciate you for being one of those people who ain't stuck in a box or stuck. You know what I'm saying?
I got people like you around, man. You know what I mean? I see you, I watch, and that's just like you outside the box. Everything you in your own square. Don't mean you just stay in it. That's just the box that you come through and you make your life go round.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm in that same thing. Like, you know what I mean? So that just shows like mind think alike. You know what I mean? But we on positivity to get somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? But on our way in our path, we got to make sure we protect the people, because we know better.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're much older than they are, and it's our job. It is our duty to let the youngest know, like, young pup,
that ain't right.
Yeah, I did that, or if I ain't did it, but still,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get your mind
I
right.
wouldn't do it.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna let you do it.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let you give yourself try to prove yourself to somebody. That's like you said, identity crisis.
Yeah.
No, make your decision. Like I can stick with it. Like if you made your mind up, like I'm doing that.
Yeah, because you wanted to do it.
Yeah, or compared to you just went and did it off of instinct because you seen everybody else, because that's become part of your makeup.
Power, Let's tell the people where they can find you and what you working on, and we're gonna wrap it up.
I'm working on this new album. I haven't actually gave it a name yet, but it's still in progress. Still making moves. You can find me on Instagram, RapTrap, RapTrap. You can find me on Facebook, TikTok. You can find me also on YouTube, RapTrap, RapTrap at 22. Or you get to see the videos on there. You can see the videos on there and all that good old stuff. And you can also find me on Spotify. That's what all that the new albums
is. It's on all platforms or just Spotify?
No, it's on all platforms.
I got you.
Yeah, and go hear that, man. I got something to say. I just want people to feel good about themselves and know who they are.
Right.
You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, you know what it is. It's called the Kash Show. Zero Boy Productions, Don Cook Media. Got my boy
Dad. It's your boy RapTrap.
We out of here. Get in.